This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. I'm Kevin Harlan along, and these teams have had different stories so far in the NBA Cup. Greg, one is undefeated, the other is under 500 in these games.
Yeah, so that 3-0 team has major motivation, right? They want to keep the momentum going, but don't sleep on their opponent. They want to win to register some positive momentum and also focus on the regular season.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Goodrich. He's out there with Williamson. And it's Singletary in at the 3 spot. Pass to Goodrich. Here is Singletary. Misses the 3. And here is King. And here is Mobley. Here's Thompson. Now here's King. Just 4 to shoot. The shot. A second chance effort. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Here is Luol, hoping to put that miserable performance against the Clippers behind him tonight. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
King outside. Pass to Thompson. The 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Goodrich. Here's Williamson. He's covered by Thompson. And that one's good, Williamson.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
King outside. Pass to Barnes. Mobley kicks to Thompson. Now King. Over Williamson. King's shot is off.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And that one, no good to start him off on the night. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And that one's good, Marks.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here is Luol. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
And the Pelicans making a change here. And so here is New Orleans. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, they have to stay aggressive, but protecting the basketball is at the top of the whiteboard. There's a balance. Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Pass to Goodrich. Here is Singletary. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. And it's all evened up.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Ramsey. His last outing with 20 points. Back to King. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Pass to Singletary.
New Orleans foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Luol. He has yet to score. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williamson, the pass to Luol. King with the block. Here's Ramsey. The shot's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
This one for 3. And it's King with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Ramsey. Kick out to King. A three-pointer off the mark.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Here is Singletary. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And let's now take a look at the NBA Cup standing as the group stage winds down.
And it gives us a pretty good idea of who we're going to see in the knockout phase. It's been a terrific competition so far. I think it's only going to get better when we get into that single elimination scenario.
20 feet out, and the big shot is good. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Ramsey. Barnes outside. There's a good screen. The 3 trains the three-pointer. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And another turnover here by Memphis.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. New Orleans making some changes here. Marks, he's checked in for Mobley. That's tough. New Orleans making some changes here. Peters checks in. For Marks. Henderson comes in for Scotty Barnes. And King subbed in for Thompson. Here's Luol. That one good for 2.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
New Orleans leading by 14. So on the 4 for Memphis. You've got Williamson, and it's Goodrich in at power forward. King outside. Shoots from the elbow. Grizzlies with the rebound. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williamson, the screen. Here's Singletary. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Utah Jazz. Pass to Ramsey. Back to King. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here is Singletary. He's got 8. Pass to Luol. Oh! Unreal! And that one is hammered home.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. King outside. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Singletary, the pass to Luol. From deep three-point land. Ramsey with the rebound. Ramsey's got his 4th rebound in this one. King outside, pulls up. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Henderson passes to Peters. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Humphries checked in. Here is Luol. Here's the drive. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Out to Henderson. King outside. Pass to Peters. Here's Ramsey. From the top of the key, he buries him. Ramsey's got 7 points for the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead.
Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Inside, here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
1:43 left here in the second. Now Humphries, still without a basket. Here's Luol, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
6 on the shot clock. King, the pass to Ramsey. And yes, it's good. Ramsey's got 11 points.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Pass to Luol. 50 seconds left to play in the first half. New Orleans leading by 19. Now here's King. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah.
And it wasn't just the scoring. His assist numbers tell an even bigger story.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Out to the wing. Here's Williamson, and it's denied. Here's the break. Blackman, the pass to King. Takes the 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A dominating first half of basketball. So far, hasn't been close. New Orleans on top as they wrap up the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings. Let's start with you, Shaq. The Tower of Power.
Wait, if he's the Tower of Power, what am I?
Take a shower, Power.
Kenny, when you do that, I can't help you. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh yeah, as someone who loved to distribute the rock, this is beautiful basketball right here.
Yeah, just watching this game has been entertaining. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. They've got Marks. Evan Mobley is out there with Barnes. Then it's King, and it's Thompson in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For New Orleans, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Line for 2. King.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And for Memphis, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Singletary. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Singletary's got 10 points.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit-grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here is Luol. That's to Williamson. That's tipped. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Thompson throws it down.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get it easy, too.
Here is Singletary. He's covered by Thompson. A fadeaway. Good D by Thompson.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
King, the pass to Mobley. Good D by Williamson.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Sinks that one from the post. 8 points for him. New Orleans leading by 22. King with it. He's got 8. Marks passes to King. That one falls. King's got 10 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the inside, Marks. And Mobley throws it down.
Strong finish by Mobley. He is a load to handle.
Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
So a moment now to see the story for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Throw good, Mobley. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here is Singletary. He's covered by Thompson. A shot by Singletary, no good. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And here is King. He's got 10. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Luol passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Assist goes to
flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. King outside. Mobley wide open. Barnes screen on Goodrich to the middle. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Singletary. King with the steal. New Orleans moving the ball around. Mobley, a screen on Goodrich. Mobley outside. That 3 off the mark. Grizzlies shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here is Luol. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Here is Luol. 8 points for him. King with the steal. Now the fast break. King with the ball. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Now let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. 5th on the list. The Grizzlies trail by 21 on the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Jalen Wells. Dyson Daniels is out there with Pop. And it's Humphreys in at the 5 down low.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Barnes passes to Blackman. King outside. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teams. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Pass to Blackman. Barnes, screen on Humphries. To the inside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Powell feeling it out a bit. And here is Wells. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Wells has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. King against Powell. King outside. Henderson kicks to Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here is Singletary. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Wells passes to Singletary. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
King outside. A 3 from Barnes. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Wells has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Peterson. Here is Singletary. Oh, good with the triple.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Kick out to King. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Wells. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
And a miss there on the triple. New Orleans leading by 16. Pass to Blackman. Barnes outside. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Humphries. And it's in there. And that's 11 points from Amen Thompson. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Peters checks in for Henderson. Williamson is checked in for the Grizzlies. And so here's Memphis. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And we're going courtside for a report on Dyson Daniels. Allie, what's his status?
Thanks, guys. I did get some news from the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
Allie, thanks as always. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Well, you hate to see that. Let's hope the prognosis isn't as bad as it looks right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Goodrich comes in for Jalen Wells. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Powell. King with the steal. And here they come. It's rebounded by Memphis. Singletary's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Peters passes to Barnes. Again, New Orleans turns it over.
Memphis ball.
And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip heading out to the Bay Area to take on the Warriors.
In that game against Brooklyn, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Duval's checked in. The tray. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Now Thompson. King outside. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul. At the line for New Orleans, King. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Williamson, the screen. Goodrich passes to Williamson. Oh, that's blocked. Up top, King. Pass to Thompson. Back to King. Looking to end his cold spell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Thompson passes to King. Here's Blackman. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Blackman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here is Luol. Mr. Williamson takes the 13-footer, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Blackman, the pass to King. Now here's Barnes. New Orleans moving the ball around. King, that's good. King's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Williamson, the pass to the wall. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now here's King. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And after not a single trip to the line in the first half, he's starting to get the whistle now.
King taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Pelicans leading by 15. Inside, stolen. Into the lane. The shot is good.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Timeout called Pelicans. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Pelicans coach going over their plan during the last break. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Allie, thank you so much. The shot misses.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
6 to shoot. Outside Mobley. No good from 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the game. Here is Luol. Great team. That forced that miss. King outside. Here's Barnes. From outside, down it goes for 3.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Slim.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
18 feet away. The shot is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
The long shot, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And he banks the layup in. And Slim picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup. 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They play that well.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now we present the player of the game, Slim.